Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone. I hope you're doing really well. This reading is for Cancer, so let's see what shows up for you. The first deck I'm going to be using is the Green Witches Tarot, which was a bit of a wild card purchase for me. I say that because I don't own any witch themed decks or like pagan themed decks, and this deck is both. But out of all the witchy kind of decks that I came across, because sometimes I just feel guided, like to, you know, I'm an intuitive, so I do things based on what I feel guided to do in terms of like things that I purchase for like spiritual purposes and all those kind of things. So for this in particular, I just felt guided to buy a witchy themed kind of deck out of the blue. And out of all of them, like, I like this one the most in terms of like the artwork. And funnily enough, after buying it and, you know, using it, playing with it, seeing how I feel about it, I actually really like this deck. So I said I'll use it for you guys in this reading. I'm also going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot, but I'm going to be using it kind of like how I did was using the Oracle cards last week, because it has writing on it. I feel like you can kind of use it in both kind of ways, like as a tarot and an oracle. So we'll see what card shows up at the end. But oh, and I'm using my daughter's little fairy wand, because my nails look really terrible right now and I couldn't be bothered to paint them, and because it's locked down, the nail salons are closed, so we have to make do. So the first card is the Three of Chalices, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Athames. Oh, I finally got that word right. I got it wrong when I said it in the last reading. Athames. That's the swords. So the Three of Chalices basically shows some kind of good news coming through. Usually it represents some form of celebration. It could be like the birth of a child. It could be some friends getting together, celebrating. I mean, I know it's a bit of a difficult time with, you know, what we're going through, lockdowns and everything else. But it could be some kind of connection with friends. So I guess like now it will be more like a virtual. It could be a virtual connection if it's not like a meeting up in person. But there's something to be celebrated right now at this time, so it could be some good news coming to you. And it's the Six of Pentacles, so somebody could be being generous towards you. They may want to offer you something, some help, some guidance. It could be financial, but it is helpful, as well as I feel like, because this card can go both ways. It can be you giving on to somebody else or somebody else giving on to you. When I look at this card, I more see it as possible. Let me look at this. I do look at it more like somebody being generous towards you. But then when I look at this 9 card at the end, you know, it's more of a card that represents your worries and your fears and your concerns. So I don't know if you're concerned about somebody else that needs some help and assistance. This could be a friend of yours. I don't know if it's a case of you don't know how to help this person, or maybe you feel like you can't help this person even though you would really like to, and there might be some guilt surrounding that. If you can't be as helpful as you would like to be with this individual. I heard the word somebody could be like losing their home or the place where they reside, and there could be worries like surrounding that as well. And so they might be seeking financial aid for that reason, but it may be that, I don't know if all the people that you need the help and support from, or you know, is going to be around or is able to do that. So that's something I'm kind of seeing here. I don't know why. For me, I don't feel like, I mean, that message could be directly to whoever's watching, but I kind of more feel it's more somebody coming to you for that reason. And I'm not sure if you can help them as they want to be or need to be, like at this time. And again, there might be some feelings that you have like surrounding that. Okay. There's a pattern of 3 going on here as well, with the 3 people here, the 3 people here. So it represents groups of people that is in your circle right now. And I know it is kind of difficult because everyone is going through, you know, well, I don't want to say everyone is going through a hard time, because we're all going through it in different ways, you know. Some people have profited from this pandemic, let's be honest. So not everyone necessarily is going through a difficult time. But I feel like there is this mix that is going on here where some people are doing okay, whereas again some people are really kind of struggling as well. And that's where, you know, a lot of this concern is coming from. But I like that there is 3 here, because at least it shows there is some level of support system that is also here for you as well. So it might be a time of relying on that support system. It also might be a time to reach out to people that you haven't heard from in a while, just to see how they're doing, if they're okay. And if you're having a difficult time, maybe being away from people that you know, reaching out maybe to see, you know, to kind of get in contact with family members and friends if you are feeling a bit either lonely, or if you are feeling a bit down and stuff. And also checking up on other people, because there's a theme of unity and community and connection that I'm sensing from these 2 cards, and having a support system of friends and family. And I know with all that's happening, that has kind of been interrupted, because it's, you know, for some of us, we're not, let's say, in countries where things are under control. So, you know, like what's going on in the UK, we've been in lockdown now more than once. And, you know, the easiest way for you to obviously communicate with people is online and things. It's not quite the same as being able to go over and visit and all that other stuff. But at least, I guess, for the meantime, at least we have that, you know. And so it is good to just see how people are getting on. And yeah, so I think that's kind of more your new moon message, because the moon energy can bring up a lot for people as well. It can really tap into, especially being that you're a sign that already sort of has a connection with the moon, because you're a water sign anyway. It could be bringing up a lot of feelings and emotions at this time as well, that you may have to reflect on. And again, if it's not impacting you in that way, it can be impacting other people in that way, and they might just need, you know, more support and more love and attention and things right now as well. So for some of you, this could be a child of yours that's in your family as well, that kind of needs a bit more support and things with what they're going through right now. So that's your new moon message, Cancer. Let's see what shows up as your angel card. You have the stars. That's nice. The star provides healing and hope for any situation, really. So it says, have faith in the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times, the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that last sentence really means a lot in terms of this card, because this card feels very hopeless in terms of like the way this person is feeling. Like they might not see the light at the end of the tunnel. They may be thinking that times were better in the past, because the cards on this side more represent the past, then you have present, then you have the future. So what this card is saying for now, for right now, is trying to tell you to be positive in terms of the direction that your life is going in. The things that you want to happen will happen for you. And again, sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel, and that kind of looks so bleak and so dark that you can't see things getting better. But a lot of the time, that way of thinking comes up because of depression. So in terms of your perspective, you may not be able to see with, you know, the vision, you know, at this time, because of this sort of cloud of you're feeling like things are just too difficult, and you just don't see it at this time, and being very pessimistic about things. So it's kind of saying, if you've been kind of feeling like that, very pessimistic about life, you know, generally sort of negative about certain things going on in your life, and it's saying, yes, good times can still come back. It's not just, you know, that those times are lost. They will return, and things will get better for you. So do believe that dreams do come true, and what you want in your life will come to you. So peace and many blessings to you, Cancer. I'll be seeing you. Bye.